trying to automate everything on the software side. Been hiring VAs in the Philippines. We hired a call center. The game plan is to, allow us to focus on the higher level stuff, getting the deals, and have most of the day-to-day operations run by, employees for the most part. Our current goal right now is going to be borrow out that 1.2, maybe 1.1, maybe $1 million, depending on, rates and everything right now in the next couple months, pull out that money and then keep repeating the strategy, probably use more debt in the future. But goal right now, borrow $1 million, buy more facilities, rehab them, refinance. For anyone that knows kind of the BRRRR method in, very common single family residential, stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance. We're trying to do that with storage right now, and I think it'll work. So fingers crossed. It's exciting. We have another couple offers on the table that would probably double our portfolio. So that's going to be interesting if those come through. But we'll have to see how those go. And we have a ton of work right now with contractors. We just repainted one of the facilities. We got to get gates in. I think the biggest thing on how we got some of these deals is we were pretty much just significantly faster than a lot of people. We drove up to Arkansas and back in a single day. And it took like 13 hours. We flew to Midland, Texas with a 6-hour notice from finding a deal when we were in Colorado. I think most people just don't want to do that, but we have the energy to do it, and it's been fun. Dealing with tenants has been an interesting experience. We've had a couple issues. We've had some tenants that weren't the best, and trying to get them out of there and fix it up. The facility in Arkansas, we found out you're not supposed to have electricity in any of the units, or people are going to go and make meth. Not something I realized we had to honestly worry about at all. We had one tenant tell us that she was going to have a yard sale at the facility. We said, no, you can't do that. And she just said she's going to do it anyways. She does not care. We can go and remove her from the property if we want. I don't even know how to deal with that. So it's a huge learning curve here, but it's been a lot of fun. Seen some cool areas of the US, and hopefully, we can keep going with the strategy. But that's probably the most aggressive way you could get into real estate, not really applicable to most people. So the next kind of segment here is on why you should still be getting into real estate when you're young, how you can do it without money, and why it's kind of one of the best investments you could probably make if you want to have not really passive income, but reasonably passive income in 10 years from now. It's simple. That's kind of the biggest thing. It's pretty simple. It's not easy. There's a lot of kind of grunt work to it, but there's no crazy things you have to do to really get involved. I'd say for anyone that's young and doesn't really have that much money, you probably have two reasonable options on how you could get involved right away. The first one, find deals for other people. So find someone that's buying up real estate, specific type of real estate. You can use us as an example. Send us a deal. We'll pay you a hefty commission. I think on each deal, everyone involved made at least 100+ grand, 60 grand on one, 100 or 200 on one, another 100 on the other. And these people put in less than a month's worth of work and brought us the deals and got paid handsomely for it. So strategy one, find someone that's buying deals. If you're interested in storage and you want to send us stuff, we'd be happy to pay you a commission. If you know someone that might be buying apartment buildings, they would absolutely be happy to pay you a commission on finding apartment buildings for them. But let's use storage as an example. Go on Google Maps, type in the word storage, find a bunch of facilities around you, not around you, doesn't really matter. Call them up, say, find some reasonable script. Probably the most awkward thing you could do is cold calling people. Probably also the most effective way of making a ton of money when you're young is cold calling people. Simple, not necessarily easy. Get your list of storage facilities that are either nearby, not nearby, doesn't really matter. Pick a city, with 5,000 to 10,000 people in it. and just start calling them. Hey, are you interested in selling? I'd love to make you an offer. Hey, I'm working with some investors. They're looking to buy facilities in your area. Would you consider an offer? You'll find a script. It'll be awkward in the beginning, probably be awkward the entire time. You're going to get a ton of no's. People are going to yell at you. You make 200 phone calls. You might get a couple of people that say, hey, I'd consider an offer. Great. Send me your unit mix. Send me your current rates that you're charging for those units, and I can get you an offer. Then you'd come to someone like Connor or myself, and you say, hey, this guy might be interested in selling. Here are the details on what he has. What's a reasonable offer? You could also, do that a couple of times. You'll be able to, make those offers kind of on your behalf or understand how we make the offers. But in the beginning, just send over the information to us. We would say, okay, offer X. You offer X, most people are going to say no, but you do it enough times, they're going to say yes. Bam, you get 5-10% of the deal. If it's a great deal, you get a higher percentage. Do that enough, you have a great understanding. You probably do this in a couple months. You probably find 1 or 2 deals and then have a really good understanding of how this all works. You get a really good rhythm, and you're going to make a bunch of money. But most people hate cold calling and just don't do it. That's fine, but you're also going to miss out on some of these opportunities. If you really don't want to do that, that's not up your alley. That's fairly reasonable. Sure. The other option would be to house hack every year. House hacking, you buy a house for 1 year, you live in it. You get a subsidized mortgage, FHA mortgage, which allows you to put I think the lowest is 3.5% down on a facility, which means you can end up buying real estate for significantly less than you would think. As an example, so you make $5,000 a month at your current job. The FHA loan requires that your debt to income ratio is less than 30%. So you can't spend more than 30% of your monthly income paying for your mortgage. $5,000 a month. Your loan's probably got to be under about $1,500 per month. But that'll get you a $240,000 house at a 6% interest, which I don't know, probably high interest rate, but I don't know what to pick because they keep going up right now. So be conservative. So this means for less than 10 grand, you can get a full house and pay $1,500 a month, which a lot of you are probably paying in rent anyways. You live in there for a year, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, rent out the other bedrooms. You're probably living there for free, not have to pay pretty much anything. Once that year's up, you have a 3rd bedroom now that you can rent out. Now you're probably cash flowing a little bit on that property. You do this every year, you'll probably retire in 10 years if that's your goal, with enough cash flow to go hang out somewhere. If you put in the energy to do this, you probably won't want to retire. That's probably not your personality, and that's fine. Most people that can retire early, that have the mindset to be able to get into a position where they can retire early, aren't the people that want to retire early. Not really relevant, but it's worth noting. So probably the easiest way to do it. And if you're on the route and you're saying, hey, I can manage an $8,000 down payment. I've saved up a little bit of money. I make, a couple bucks per month in my job. Call a realtor, call a bunch of realtors in your area. Say, hey, I'm looking to buy a home with an FHA loan. I have, this is my down payment. This is how much money I make per year. They'll help you walk through all the numbers. Okay, you can afford a $1,500 mortgage. Let's reverse engineer that. What are the current rates going for? What are the houses? And they'll just start showing you houses. Start looking at a bunch of houses and make an offer a week. Also, the guys at Bigger Pockets are phenomenal at dissecting a lot of this. I would absolutely recommend you go listen to all of their episodes, all the new ones, all the old ones. Start somewhere. But their biggest thing is you need to make offers, right? Look at your real estate funnel. Okay, you can't find a deal. Okay, well, take that one step back. Did you make any offers? No. Well, okay, how would you expect to find a deal? Take that one step back. Did you cold call anyone? Did you talk to a realtor? Did you talk to a broker? If you're just sitting there going through Zillow, there's no one else to blame other than yourself if you're saying you can't find something. So you got to go talk to the people, submit an offer once per week, and you're guaranteed to get something that works in a couple months. So that was my quick real estate spiel. Again, we will absolutely pay you a happy commission if you can find us storage deals. Just start calling all of the facilities. Maybe it's too much of a self plug on that part, but everyone can make money. Why not? Feel free to reach out if you got any questions. The Bigger Pockets guys are awesome. They have really great content. Check out their website. And we also have a couple other really phenomenal episodes in our backlog of people that have executed on a lot of these real estate strategies and either do this for a full-time job and make serious money, and they're all in their 20s. So I would absolutely recommend watching those. We'll link to them below. And other than that, yeah, reach out if you have any questions. And I hope you enjoyed this episode.
If you thought today's episode was awesome, we would love it if you would leave a 5-star review on the podcast, either on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It makes a huge difference and lets us get cooler and cooler guests for future episodes.